Selamat sejahtera dan selamat sepupu. By now, some of you are probably wondering why I was getting kueh from a police officer and why I was taking a casual selfie with a police officer. So here's my strange and wonderful story of how I became friends with the Malaysian police. Now, some of you are possibly thinking that I am corrupt, kayangan, I came from a rich family, even the police have to bribe me for some reason or another. I assure you, I am not. It was not intentional, it was mostly by accident, but to be fair, I understand why you think that way. But seriously though, I think there are two main reasons why I ended up becoming friends with the police. Reason number one, interactions. Literally, even this recent police report was me coming out and making a report because some idiot named Curly Matt was just casually trying to threaten me by uploading a personal private picture onto Threads, while by the way telling me to balik China the same way that a lot of these people actually do. Which of course triggers the standard issue, look, I need to protect myself for my safety, I need to get an officer on this. Let's go make a report. I think most people don't want to see the police. It's like a very normal thing to dread the police.
But see, sometimes it's not about what you want.
There are lots of crazy people out there on the internet and in Malaysia, and I think I've had far more than my fair share. First time I reported someone to the police was when I reported Anil Raj for threatening to dox me after, by the way, he was calling for a whole group of people to beat down this one particular person, saying, "We Malaysians unite for a beatdown regardless," to which I said, whoa, what do you mean we Malaysians? After which he basically goes ballistic, he goes insane, and he basically starts threatening people. So, faced with that threat, natural solution, go to the police station. Don't think I was really thinking at the time, but anyway, so I went to the station, did a standard issue hoo-ha. It was very quick, very efficient, got my report in, no problem. They did an investigation. I don't know if they collaborated with the Singapore police because Anil Raj is living in Singapore, and I actually contacted them as well. But anyway, all good.
If you're a police officer and you know about the Anil Raj case, by the way, please follow up.
Then there was this one other dude who I generally don't remember. You know, like there are some people out there whose faces you just cannot remember. Like you see them once and then somehow or another, poof, like they're just completely gone. Yeah, he was that kind of person. Good luck. I hope you enjoy the investigation and eating that curry rice. Whatever. Oh yeah, and then there was this fun one where this one Malay nationalist page that was just casually trolling everyone under the sun, who somehow got me a networking opportunity with Fahmi Fadzil, who personally responded to my request. How wow is that? Which later ended up getting me invited to this one MC engagement session because the Malaysian government tried to do its DNS redirect. Whatever. I have met the police multiple times by now, interacted with multiple police officers, gone on to stations here, there and everywhere and just casually chatted with them with no problem whatsoever. The last time I went to a police station, I literally said to every single person in the station to go ahead and subscribe to Victor Tan. So that's why now, amongst all of you sapupus, you have a whole bunch of police officers. Have fun. So yes, I have had tons of opportunities to interact with the Malaysian police. No, they were not coordinated. There is no grand plan to network, to go out and message and talk to and get close to the police. No, it was literally all a series of accidents because this world is a messed up place where people somehow think that it is okay and acceptable for them to threaten people. Wonderful. And that brings me straight to reason number two. I don't judge. I know it seems strange when I say that I don't judge, seeing as this entire YouTube channel is me literally judging the behaviors of people that you would call walauns, terpaling holy or anything else out there, but seriously, a lot of people out there when they see police officers, they probably have like 101 different opinions about how they behave or what they will do. Oh my gosh, if you're Chinese then don't talk to the police because the Popo will lock you up, throw away the key, beat you until you're black and blue. Then before long, then you will have 5 black eyes, have the officer question every single one of your life decisions while eating donuts behind the counter or something like that. But I've seen actually none of that. I literally just see people as like human beings and they will respond the way that human beings do when you treat them with respect, when you don't show like any fear or anything because they're doing their job, they're here to help you, so just act the way that you would when you're talking to somebody who is naturally going to help you. You don't go in and just start assuming, encik police, you sangat corrupt. No, none of that. I have seen basically no evidence to suggest that the police have been corrupt in my personal interactions. I can see like a couple of news stories here and there. A random Chinese uncle who says that, oh no, they're biased, don't you dare. But for me, I have no reason to be afraid of them. I just talk to them the way that I talk to all of you, like normal human beings. And that is why I have presumably fans in the police out there who just casually hang out with me, take selfies with me, return my WhatsApps, and everything out there. It's not really rocket science. I get why you want to think that, but yeah, like, it is all that it is. Anyway, I know that there are a lot of people out there in the PDRM who are actually watching this, so let me just be honest. So Popos, you don't have a good reputation. People do not think well of you. They think that basically you are corrupt, you are horrible, you don't do your job, you do selective enforcement. But on my part, I haven't really seen a reason to say that you are not doing your job. You've always been good to me. You've always been kind to me when it comes to actually reporting, and I have never really felt discriminated against, and I can just casually go right ahead and tell you pretty much everything out there. I'm pretty sure that I'm not perfect. I do remember very distinctly there was an officer that was literally screaming at me one time and saying, "You tak boleh cakap macam tu." That was kind of interesting. I think it was probably my fault. But anyway, I want to thank you for the good work that you're doing for the people of Malaysia. Of course, everybody, when they go about their lives, you know, they're going to find people who like them and maybe also don't like them as well. I think that's what I was talking about with that last officer that I spoke to. Very interesting conversation about how people perceive the police in Malaysia. But yeah, thank you for the work that you do. It's a hard job, and without you, Malaysia would be a lot less safe, a lot less put together as a nation. So let me go right ahead and say, terima kasih, Abang Polis, terima kasih, Abang Polis. Terima kasih, selamat sejahtera, dan selamat sepupu. And that, friends, is how I became friends with the police. Alright, thank you, good night.